हेलो एवरीवन, वेलकम टू द सेशन। तो आज हम शुरू करने वाले हैं एनसीईआरटी का साइंस एंड टेक का टेस्ट सीरीज़। तो आज हम देखेंगे सेट 1। तो आप भी मेरे साथ अटेंड कीजिए और अगर आपको आंसर आता है तो मुझे चैट में बताइए। तो शुरू करते हैं हमारा आज का टेस्ट सीरीज़। फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन है, सोडियम बाइकार्बोनेट इज़ यूजफुल एज ए फायर extinguisher बिकॉज it decomposes on heating to give carbon dioxide which extinguishes fire. It releases water which extinguishes fires. It serves as a blanket for fires. It emits a foam which extinguishes fire. तो फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन का आंसर होगा ऑप्शन ए, it decomposes on heating to give carbon dioxide which extinguishes fire. Second question, the mammal that lays eggs is opossum, duck-billed platypus, otter, kangaroo. तो इसका आंसर है बी, duck-billed platypus. The water from a hand pump is warm in winter because our body is cold in winter and water appears to be warm. The temperature inside the earth is higher than the atmospheric temperature. The pumping process causes friction which warms up the water. Inside water comes out and absorbs heat from the environment. तो इसका आंसर होगा ऑप्शन बी, द टेम्परेचर इनसाइड द अर्थ इज हायर देन द एटमॉस्फेरिक टेम्परेचर. Genes control heredity in man and other organisms. This gene is a protein molecule, a segment of RNA, a bead-like structure on the chromosomes, a segment of DNA. तो इसका आंसर है डी, a segment of DNA. Aluminum in the earth's crust is found as gypsum, bauxite, native metal, cryolite. तो इसका आंसर होगा ऑप्शन बी, bauxite. The only reptiles that have specially adapted jaws to be able to swallow eggs or prey much larger in diameter than themselves are tortoises, dragon lizards, monitor lizards, snakes. तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन डी, snakes. A jet plane flies in the air because the gravity does not act on bodies moving with high speeds. The thrust of the jet compensates for the force of gravity. The flow of air around the wings causes an upward force which compensates for the force of gravity. The weight of air whose volume is equal to the volume of the plane is more than the weight of the plane. तो इसका आंसर होगा B, the thrust of the jet compensates for the force of gravity. A pungent odor or the smell of a fine perfume is interpreted in the brain in the cerebrum, cerebral hemispheres, temporal cortex, cerebellum. तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन सी, temporal cortex. Gasoline is the name given to the same substance as diesel oil, petrol, natural gas, crude oil. तो इसका आंसर है बी, पेट्रोलियम या पेट्रोल. The Red Sea derives its name from the red bloom caused by a red alga, red bloom caused by a blue-green algae, profuse growth of a red flowered plant, red colored effluents deposited in it. तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन बी, red bloom caused by a blue-green algae. When milk is converted into curd, the sour taste is due to acetic acid. साइट्रिक एसिड, लैक्टिक एसिड, टेटरिक एसिड। तो इसका आंसर है सी, लैक्टिक एसिड। The substance that is least prone to catch and spread fire is nylon, terracotta, cotton, polyester। तो इसका आंसर है सी, कॉटन। The age of a tree can be found by analysis of its shape, measuring its height, measuring its diameter, counting the annual growth rings in a section of its stem। तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन डी, counting the annual growth rings in a section of its stem। People living at sea level have around 5 million RBC per cubic millimeter of their blood, whereas those living at an altitude of 5,400 meters have around 8 million. This is because at high altitude, atmospheric O2 level is less and hence more RBCs are needed to absorb the required amount of O2 to survive. There is more UV radiation which enhances RBC production. People eat more nutritive foods, therefore more RBCs are formed. People get more pollution-free air to breathe and more oxygen is available। तो इसका आंसर होगा ऑप्शन ए, एटमॉस्फेरिक O2 level is less and hence more RBCs are needed to absorb the required amount of O2 to survive। A normal resting heart rate for adults ranges from 60 to 100 beats a minute, 50 to 72 beats a minute, 60 to 80 beats a minute, 72 to 100 beats a minute। तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन बी, 50 to 72 beats a minute। The fundamental role of roots hair in plants is to bind soil particles to the roots for firm fixation of the plant, to protect the young root from damage by coarse soil particles, to absorb water and mineral salts from the soil, to protect the root from soil microbes। तो इसका आंसर है to absorb water and minerals from the soil। Which one of the following statements regarding potato is correct? It is a root, it is a normal stem, it is a modified stem, it is a modified root। तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन सी, इट इज ए मॉडिफाइड स्टेम। The artificial kidney operates on the principle of active transport, diffusion, osmosis, dialysis। तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन डी, dialysis। For respiration, deep sea divers use a mixture of oxygen and helium, oxygen and carbon dioxide, oxygen and nitrogen, hydrogen and oxygen। इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन ए, ऑक्सीजन एंड हीलियम। What is the vital capacity of our lungs? Inspiratory reserve volume plus tidal volume, total lung capacity minus expiratory reserve volume, inspiratory reserve volume plus expiratory reserve volume, total lung capacity minus residual volume। तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन डी, टोटल लंग कैपेसिटी माइनस रेसिडुअल वॉल्यूम। A person will have brown eyes, blue eyes, or black eyes depending upon the particular pigment present in the cornea, vitreous body, iris, choroid। तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन सी, iris। Iron particles rust because of the formation of ferrous chloride, sodium carbonate, a mixture of ferrous and ferric hydroxides, ferric chloride। तो इसका आंसर है सी, ए मिक्सचर ऑफ फेरस एंड फेरिक हाइड्रोक्साइड्स। तो ये मैच द फॉलोइंग है। लिस्ट 1 में हमारे दिया है न्यूट्रेंट और लिस्ट 2 में दिया है फूड स्टॉक। तो लिस्ट वन में है प्रोटीन, फैट्स, मिनरल, स्टार्च। लिस्ट टू में है चीज़, बटर, ग्रीन वेजिटेबल्स, मीट्स। तो इसको हम अभी मैच करके देखेंगे। तो प्रोटीन का तो होगा चीज़, फैट्स का होगा बटर, मिनरल्स का ग्रीन वेजिटेबल, स्टार्च का मेज। तो ये तो डायरेक्ट 1 2 3 4 ही है। तो इसका आंसर होगा ऑप्शन बी। Detergents produce lether with hard water because they are soluble in hard water. They are colorless substance. The calcium and magnesium salt of sulfonic acid are soluble in water. They form sodium carbonate with hard water. तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन सी। द कैल्शियम एंड मैग्नीशियम salts of sulfonic acid are soluble in water. Which part of ovary in mammals act as an endocrine gland after ovulation? Graphene follicle, stroma, germinal epithelium, vitelline membrane. तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन ए, graphene follicle. Chlorination is a process of converting chlorides into chlorine, adding small amounts of chlorine to impure water. A chemical reaction in which chlorine is found, the formation of a salt containing chlorine. तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन बी, एडिंग स्मॉल अमाउंट्स ऑफ क्लोरीन टू impure वाटर. A colorblind girl is rare because she will be born only when her mother and maternal grandfather were colorblind. Her father and maternal grandfather were colorblind. Her mother is colorblind and father was normal vision. Parents have normal vision but grandparents were colorblind. तो इसका आंसर होगा ऑप्शन बी, हर फादर एंड मैटरनल ग्रैंडफादर वेर कलर ब्लाइंड. Copper gas contains mainly acetylene, methane, कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड, इथिलीन. तो इसका आंसर है बी, मीथेन. Probiotics are safe antibiotics, cancer-inducing microbes, new kind of food allergens, live microbial food supplement. तो इसका आंसर है डी, live microbial food supplement. Cooking gas is a mixture of butane and propane, methane and ethylene, carbon monoxide and carbon dioxide and oxygen. तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन ए, ब्यूटेन एंड प्रोपेन. Photosynthetic bacteria have pigments in chromoplast, leucoplast, chloroplast, chromatophore. तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन डी, क्रोमाटोफोर्स. Diesel oil is preferred for heavy motor vehicles because of higher efficiency and fuel economy, less congestion, less damage of engine, higher industrial production from crude. तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन ए, हायर एफिशिएंसी एंड फ्यूल इकोनॉमी. The freezer in a refrigerator is fitted near the top because of convenience to keep it away from the hot compressor which is near the bottom. so that it can cool the whole interior by setting up convection currents without any specific purpose. तो इसका आंसर है C. So that it can cool the whole interior by setting up convection currents. Addition of a trace of thyroxine or iodine in water containing tadpole will keep them in larval stage, hasten their metamorphosis, slow down their metamorphosis, kill the tadpoles. तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन बी, hasten their metamorphosis. The gas emitted by burning wood is mainly carbon monoxide, sulfur dioxide, carbon dioxide, methane. तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन सी, कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड. Hot coffee is poured simultaneously in 4 metallic tumblers painted outside with different types of paints. After some time, the coffee will be found coldest in the tumbler painted shining black, rough white, rough black, shining white. तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन सी, रफ ब्लैक. Consider the following statements. Dengue is a protozoan disease transmitted by mosquitoes. Retroorbital pain is not a symptom of dengue. Skin rash and bleeding from nose and gums are some of the symptoms of dengue. Which of the above statements is or are correct? तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन सी, 2 only. Retroorbital pain is not a symptom of dengue. The process responsible for the enormous energy in the sun is the burning of gases, nuclear fusion, nuclear fission, as yet unknown. तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन बी, न्यूक्लियर फ्यूजन. The main use of salt in the diet is to increase the solubility of food particles in water. Produce in small amounts the hydrochloric acid required for the digestion of food. Make the taste of food better. Is the process of cooking. तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन बी, प्रोडक्शन इन स्मॉल अमाउंट्स. Produce in small amounts the hydrochloric acid required for the digestion of food. When a pencil is partly immersed in water in a slanting position, the immersed position appears curved downwards, bent towards the water surface, bent in a zigzag manner, bent towards the bottom. तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन बी, bent towards the water surface. Which of the following vitamins and deficiency disease is not correctly matched? Vitamin A, night blindness. Vitamin B1, pellagra. Vitamin D, deformities in bones. Vitamin K, hemorrhage. तो इसमें नॉट करेक्टली मैच बोला है, तो इसका आंसर होगा ऑप्शन बी, विटामिन B1, pellagra. Nichrome wire is used as a heating element in many appliances because it can be drawn out into wires easily. It has high resistivity. It resists oxidation in air when red hot. Both B and C are correct. तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन डी, बोथ बी एंड सी आर करेक्ट. मतलब it has high resistivity, it resists oxidation in air when red hot. In the manufacture of bread, the dough rises because of the evaporation of water used in kneading the dough. the action of heat in the baking process, the capillary of water in the dough, the releasing action of carbon dioxide formed during the fermentation process. तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन डी, the releasing action of carbon dioxide formed during the fermentation process. A policeman sounding his siren is moving away from an observer. The pitch or shrillness of the sound from the siren relative to its normal pitch is lower, same, higher, lower or higher depending on the speed of the van. तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन ए, लोअर. 45 नंबर एसेसन एंड रीजन है. एसेसन में दिया है डायबिटीज mellitus is a condition in which a person has a high blood sugar or glucose level as a result of the body either not producing enough insulin or because the body cells do not properly respond to insulin that is produced. Reason: gestational diabetes is when pregnant women who have never had diabetes before have a high blood glucose level during pregnancy. तो इसका आंसर होगा बी, both assertion and reason are true and reason is not the correct explanation of assertion. If a fuse blows frequently, one should replace it with a paper chip, replace it with a thin wire, replace it with a thick copper wire, call an electrician. तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन बी, रिप्लेस इट विथ ए थिन वायर. Persons in asbestos factories are affected by air pollution. The most affected part of their body is the eye, throat, lungs, skin. तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन सी, lungs. An electrical appliance is earthed to reduce consumption, prevent shocks, protect the appliance against any damage, avoid short circuiting. तो इसका आंसर है बी, prevent shocks. Which one of the following vitamin can be synthesized by bacteria inside the gut? B1, C, D, K. तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन डी, विटामिन के. The sky appears blue because all color interfere to produce blue. In white light, the blue component dominates. The atmosphere scatters blue color more than the other. It is actually blue. तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन सी, the atmosphere scatters blue color more than the other. All acids essentially contain the element oxygen, chlorine, sulfur, hydrogen. तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन डी, हाइड्रोजन. The sun remains visible for some time after it actually sets below the horizon. This happens due to dispersion, atmospheric reflection, scattering of light, persistence of vision. तो इसका आंसर है बी, atmospheric refraction. A woman's voice is shriller than a man's due to higher frequency. weak vocal cords, lower frequency, higher amplitude. इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन ए, हायर फ्रीक्वेंसी. Which one of the following organs in the human body is most affected due to shortage of oxygen? Intestine, skin, kidney, brain. तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन डी, ब्रेन. Light colored clothes are preferred in summer because they soak sweat faster. Light colors are poor absorbers of heat. They allow body heat to escape faster. Light colors are good radiators of heat. तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन बी, लाइट कलर्स आर पोर absorbers of heat. A substance that removes dirt and grease from surfaces is called a detergent, lubricant, bleaching agent, reducing agent. तो इसका आंसर है ए, डिटर्जेंट. It takes much longer to cook things in the hills than in the plain because in the hills the atmospheric temperature is low and therefore a lot of heat is lost to the atmosphere. In the hills, the atmospheric pressure is lower than that in the plains and therefore water boils at lower temperature. In the hills, the humid atmosphere absorbs a lot of heat, leaving very little for the cooking. Due to low atmospheric pressure in the hills, the boiling point of water is reached and therefore water takes longer to boil. This answer है B. In the hills, the atmospheric pressure is lower than that in the plains and therefore water boils at lower temperature. The process of transfer of genetic information from DNA to RNA or formation of RNA from DNA is transversion, transcription, translation, translocation. तो इसका आंसर है बी, ट्रांसक्रिप्शन. In cold countries, alcohol is preferred to mercury as a thermometric liquid because alcohol is a better conductor of heat. Alcohol can be colored and its label seen easily. Alcohol has a very low freezing point. Alcohol is cheaper than mercury. तो इसका आंसर है C. Alcohol has a very low freezing point. Fish can survive inside a frozen lake because ice is good conductor of heat. Fish are warm-blooded animals. Water near the bottom does not freeze. Fish is hypermate in ice. तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन सी, वाटर नियर द बॉटम डज नॉट फ्रीज. Hemophilia is more common in males because it is a recessive character carried by Y chromosome, dominant character carried by Y chromosome, dominant trait carried by X chromosome, recessive trait carried by X chromosome. तो इसका आंसर होगा D. Recessive trait carried by X chromosome. If an apple is released from an orbiting spaceship, it will move at a lower speed, move along with the spaceship at the same speed, move at the higher speed, falls toward the earth. तो इसका आंसर होगा move along with the spaceship at the same speed. During dehydration, the substance that usually lost by the body is sugar, sodium chloride, calcium phosphate, potassium chloride. तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन बी, सोडियम क्लोराइड. When a ship enters a sea from a river, it sinks a little, it rises a little, it remains at the same level, it rises or sinks depending on the material it is made of. तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन बी, it rises a little. Cancerous cell can easily be destroyed by radiation due to rapid cell division, lack of nutrition, fast mutation, lack of oxygen. तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन बी, lack of nutrition. A sheet of paper can be pulled out quickly from under a glass of water without spilling the water. This phenomena illustrates acceleration, lack of friction between paper and glass, inertia, Newton's third law of motion. तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन सी, inertia. A body weight slightly more at the poles than at the equator because the attractive force at the poles increases due to the ice cap. The earth is the flat at the poles. The earth has the maximum speed of rotation at the equator. None of this is a complete explanation. इसका आंसर होगा डी, none of this is a complete explanation. In some areas and alpine regions, the snow appears red. This red snow phenomenon is caused by reflection of red light, fluorescence, growth of an algae, growth of a red flowered plant. तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन सी, growth of an algae. During elections, a permanent chemical mark is put at the base of the nail of index finger while exercising your franchise. This mark is not seen after 2 months or so because it is worn out by constant washing with soap and water. Constant contact of the hands with hard water corrodes the mark. The formation of new nail forcibly removes the old one. It is gradually oxidized by tannin and caffeine that we ingest in tea and coffee respectively. तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन सी, the formation of new nail forcibly removes the old one. A person weighs more in a lift which is moving up with a constant velocity, accelerating downward, moving down with a constant velocity, accelerating upward. तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन डी, accelerating upwards. Which of the statements given below are correct with respect to fertilizers? Fertilizer, organic or inorganic material containing one or more of the nutrients, mainly nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium, and other essential elements, are required for plant growth. Added to the soil or other medium, fertilizers provide plants nutrients that are usually lacking or that have been removed by harvesting or grazing or by physical processes such as leaching or erosion. Organic fertilizers include animal and green manure, fish and bone meal, and compost. Microorganisms in the soil decompose organic material, making its elements available for use by plants. Inorganic or artificial fertilizers, also called chemical or mineral fertilizers, are formulated in appropriate concentration and combinations for various crops and growing conditions. इसका आंसर है Option D, all the above. Which one of the following wavelengths of light is most effective in photosynthesis? Blue, green, reflection, yellow. तो इसका आंसर है A. Blue. Petroleum mainly contains aromatic hydrocarbons, aliphatic hydrocarbons, cycloalkane and aromatic inorganic compounds. तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन बी, aliphatic hydrocarbons. In milk, fat content is reduced during monsoon, summer, winter. None of these. This answer है option B, summer. Consider the following sentences. In ordinary bulbs, only 5% to 10% electrical energy is converted into light energy. Tungsten has very high melting point at 3422 degrees Celsius. The filament of bulb is made of it. The mica has good electrical resistance. The electric bulb was first invented by Thomas Alva Edison. Which of the above statements are correct? तो इसका आंसर होगा C, all of this. Potassium compound originally used in mixed fertilizers contains nitrogen and phosphorus, nitrogen and potassium, sulfur and calcium, iron and magnesium. तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन ए, नाइट्रोजन एंड फॉस्फोरस. Gray matter consists of a large number of nerve fibers, a large number of nerve cell bodies, a large number of neurons, neuroglia. तो इसका आंसर है B, a large number of nerve cell bodies. Pasteurization of milk involves heating for 60 minutes at about 90 degrees Celsius, 30 minutes at about 50 degrees Celsius, 30 minutes at about 65 degrees Celsius, 60 minutes at 100 degrees Celsius. तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन सी, 30 minutes at about 65 degrees Celsius. Half-cooked potatoes, if eaten with food, are not digested. This is because insufficient heat does not convert cellulose into starch. Starch granules in semi-cooked potatoes are coated with cellulose, which in turn is not digested. Starch in semi-cooked potatoes is in insoluble form and fails to form a complex with the concerned enzyme. Starch granules in semi-cooked potatoes are coated with lignin, which in turn is not digested. This answer is option B. Starch granules in semi-cooked potatoes are coated with cellulose, which in turn is not digested. The concept of chemical evolution is based on crystallization of chemicals, interaction of water, air, and clay under intense heat, effect of solar radiation on chemicals, possible origin of life by combination of chemicals under suitable environmental condition. तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन डी, possible origin of life by combination of chemical under suitable environmental condition. Cancer is a deadly disease because it has the ugly potentials of showing cells either very large or extremely small. rapid growth to form a tumor, having no resemblance to the normal cells of a tissue or organ, dissemination to vital organs. तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन डी, dissemination to vital organs. Sucrose is a non-reducing sugar because sucrose is a disaccharide, aldehyde group of glucose is blocked, ketonic group of fructose and aldehyde group of glucose are blocked, ketonic group of fructose is blocked. तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन सी, ketonic group of fructose and aldehyde group of glucose are blocked. The ozone layer of the earth is useful for living beings because it serves as the source of oxygen by decomposing air. It maintains the nitrogen cycle of the earth. It maintains the temperature of the earth. It protects them from excessive ultraviolet rays of the sun. तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन डी, it protects them from excessive ultraviolet rays of the sun. Components of gunpowder are charcoal, potassium nitrate, magnesium, sulfur. तो इसका आंसर है डी 1 to 4, charcoal, potassium nitrate and sulfur. The deficiency of vitamin A causes hair to fall, dysentery, night blindness, weakness. तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन सी, night blindness. Consider the following statements in reference to the structure of atom. Isotopes are the atoms of the same element having same atomic number but different mass number. Isobar are atoms of different elements having different atomic number but same mass number. Isotones are atoms of different elements having same number of neutrons. तो इसका आंसर है सी 1, 2 and 3. Triple vaccine is administered to a newborn child to immunize it against tetanus, diphtheria, measles and rubella, whooping cough, tetanus and diphtheria, whooping cough, tetanus and measles, tetanus, diphtheria, smallpox and rubella. तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन वी, whooping cough, tetanus and diphtheria. Oil spreads over the surface of water because oil is more dense than water. Oil is less dense than water. Oil has more surface tension than water. Oil has less surface tension than water. तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन डी, oil has less surface tension than water. Consider the following statements. According to Kepler's first law, each planet moves in an elliptical orbit around the sun being at one of the foci of the ellipse. According to Kepler's second law, the radius vector of any planet relative to the sun swaps out equal areas in equal times. That is, the aerial velocity of the radius vector of the planet is constant. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन सी, both 1 and 2. The disease sickle cell anemia is caused by malaria infection, iron deficiency, poor hygiene, none of these. तो इसका आंसर है डी, none of these. On hitting a circular metallic disc with a circular hole at the center, the diameter of the hole will remain the same, increase, first increase then decrease. तो इसका आंसर होगा ऑप्शन सी, इंक्रीज. Food is cooked faster in a pressure cooker because heat cannot escape from the pressure cooker. Steam is hotter than the boiling water. Due to high pressure, the boiling point of water is raised. In the cooker, water starts boiling at a lower temperature. This answer है option C. Due to high pressure, the boiling of water is raised. Drinks remain hot or cold for a long time in a thermos flask because of the vacuum between the double walls. Pressure of air, which is a bad conductor of heat, in between the double walls. Silver coating on the inside of the double walls. Combined effects of A and C. इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन डी, combined effects of A and C. Vacuum between the double walls and silver coating on the inside of the double walls. A common fluorescent tube contains mercuric oxide and neon, sodium vapor, mercuric vapor and an inert gas, argon at low pressure. तो इसका आंसर है सी, mercury vapor and an inert gas. The gland that contains the body's thermostat is thyroid, pituitary, pineal, hypothalamus. तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन डी, hypothalamus. Blood is found in the human adult by the yellow bone marrow, heart, red bone marrow, spleen. तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन सी, रेड बोन मैरो. Iron necessary for the body is abundantly found in egg, milk, green vegetables, none of this. तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन सी, ग्रीन वेजिटेबल्स. When a cube of ice floating on a water in a beaker melts, the level of water in the beaker rises at first and then falls, remains unchanged. तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन डी, remains unchanged. A fresh egg sinks in pure water but floats in salt water. This is because saline water is denser than pure water. Saline water is lighter than pure water. The viscosity of saline water is higher than that of pure water. None of this. तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन ए, saline water is denser than pure water. A cricket player while taking a catch lowers his hands to increase time of impulse, decrease time of impulse, take case safely, increase the area of impact. तो इसका आंसर है ए, increase time of impulse. तो इसी के साथ हमारा आज का टेस्ट सीरीज़ ख़त्म होता है. और अगर आप चैनल पर नए हैं तो चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर दीजिए और नोटिफिकेशन आइकन पर क्लिक कर दीजिए ताकि आप डेली लाइव क्लास ज्वाइन कर सकें. और जिन्होंने भी सब्सक्राइब कर दिया है वो भी नोटिफिकेशन ऑन कर दें ताकि जब लाइव क्लास हो तो आपको पता चल जाए. और अगर आपको वीडियो अच्छा लगे तो लाइक कर दीजिए और अपने दोस्तों के साथ शेयर कर दीजिए ताकि उन्हें भी हेल्प हो. तो हमारा ये सेशन यहीं तक था. थैंक यू, थैंक्स फॉर ज्वाइनिंग.